Welcome to the Waiver Wire. Waiver Wire. Waiver Wire. Waiver Wire. Waiver Wire. Waiver. All right. What up? Welcome to the Waiver Wire, where fantasy players become fantasy legends. I am a legend in my own mind, but Dannon is still pressing on. How funny will it be that, like, hey, shut the fuck up. I feel like I got you back into fantasy football where you were like, you were 2 steps out the door of like, I don't want to do this. Bones! Shut your fucking mouth!
I still don't really want to do it.
I know, I hear you. I mean, but what if you win?
I know, if I win, it'll be awesome.
If you win some money, be cool. But no, Dannon's still in it. My fantasy football season is finally fucking over. Put me out of my. You know what's crazy too? In the other one, I was 7-7, and I did not make the playoffs. But I was right there. Like, I was so close. And but finally, put me out of my misery.
So you're done.
Done. And I need to rethink the way that I draft, which is why I've already started thinking about next year's draft.
That was one of the reasons that I kind of did this was, and we'll talk about that later, but because then you can kind of see, like, the difference between the top 20 receivers and the top 20 running backs with their scoring every week,
Yeah. I feel it. So I made a top 24 list of the scored points, but it didn't update it last night in the wee hours when I made this, so this is wrong. But
so not a whole lot of them changed.
No,
just Cooper Kupp went up.
Cooper Kupp is number 1. Jonathan Taylor's 2. Austin Eckler's 3. Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Deebo Samuel, Tyreek Hill, Leonard Fournette, Najee Harris, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, Chris Godwin. All that stayed the same. The first change that I saw was that Cordell Patterson dropped a little bit just because he didn't have as great of a game. Deontay Johnson went up. Mike Evans went up. Stephon Diggs, Tyler Lockett, Hunter Renfrow, Mark Andrews. The only one that I saw that's not on there that I guess because he had such a monster Monday night game is James Conner broke his way into the top 20. Right. And then
your boy
Derrick Henry, at least last night, maybe after James Conner, he's maybe 22, but Derrick Henry's still in there, still in the top 25 because he's just scored so many fucking points at the beginning. Zeke dropped because I know he was in the top 20 last week, so he's dropped down a little bit more. Mike Williams came back, made another resurgence. He had a good week, and CeeDee Lamb going forward, I would do him over Amari Cooper.
Yeah,
he seems more consistent.
He's younger.
And Shannon Sharp brought up a good point where, like, Amari Cooper will come out, have 2 great catches, and you'll be like, oh, it's the Amari Cooper show now. And then he's gone for a fucking quarter. And he's back. He's not even on the sidelines. He's like down in the tent or just completely fucking missing.
Wandered off.
Yeah. So with my potential next year's draft, obviously I'm trying to change my mindset a little bit and think differently of how important receivers are. But I also still think you need that top running back. But I think the top running backs have changed. I think of last year where we thought Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara. We thought those guys were the obvious top picks. Saquon Barkley still snuck in there for some crazy people, but I didn't believe in it. I definitely don't think you can believe in that next year. You can't put him in no top 10 next year. He shouldn't go in the first 3 rounds.
5 or 6 rounds.
Yeah, he's going to go low. He's going to go real low. So should Christian McCaffrey just because of injuries. Just because he just doesn't stay on the field enough that I can't waste that high of a pick on him. But I think number 1 should be Jonathan Taylor. Yeah. He's performed like that. As far as running backs go, Frank Reich, that is what they're going to do.
Wouldn't be mad at you if you did take Henry.
No, I wouldn't be mad at you if you took Derrick Henry. Look the Derrick Henry story to this season's not over. He's going to come back. They said he's coming back. They said he's for sure coming back for the playoffs, and it could be in the next couple of weeks. Okay. So if Derrick Henry comes back and leads these Titans to a playoff win or a couple of playoff wins, it will be stuck in my mind as we're going into next year's draft.
You're taking
and
him
it'll be
on.
like, fuck, I can't not say Derrick Henry is still king. Jonathan Taylor's great, and he's clearly like the number 1 or 2 pick, but are you crazy if you take who I say is the number 3 pick at number 1? You're not. If you take Cooper Kupp number 1 overall, I understand what you're doing. The guy's a monster. How is he open all the time? Like,
Can't cover that
what's
bitch.
going on
Can't cover him.
that people are losing him on a consistent basis? You would think the guy that is leading the now flex position, running backs, receivers, and tight ends in my scoring, he is the number 1. I think in most people's scoring, he's going to be number 1, especially in PPR. He just has so many fucking catches. He gets so many targets a game.
He's probably not. But.
I don't even know why you would play non-PPR
I don't
anymore.
either. Also, I don't know why you'd play a non-super flex.
Yeah, true.
no reason.
Got to do the super flex. I'm doing it next year. And then number 4 for me, Austin Eckler. Okay. I could understand you putting some other people ahead of him, but he's had an amazing season and he's looked really good. He catches the ball too, so he's kind of our new Alvin Kamara. I know some people are still going to want to draft Alvin Kamara in the top 10. I know he's not in mine, and it's because him and Dalvin Cook fall into that used car mentality for me, and Ezekiel Elliott. To me,
After what Dalvin did this past week, though? Shit.
yeah, but still, he's not. He's missed so many games that he's not
even in the top
He's
10.
not on this list. Yeah, I mean, no matter. I guess if he put a couple of them together here at the very end, maybe he could make a run. Him and Alvin Kamara could maybe make a run here at the end of making this top 25 list for the whole year. But Derrick Henry shows you what consistency looks like. And these other guys that we're naming, the Dalvin Cooks, the Christian McCaffrey, the Saquon Barkley, the Ezekiel Elliott, they're not as consistent anymore.
Yep.
They're not getting the consistent looks anymore. And I think these three running backs that I've named, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, and Austin Eckler, I would feel better about that in my top 5 picks next year, other than some of these old school ones that we've done before.
I think you put Najee up there too.
And I almost did, but I'm trying to respect the receiver position, and I really thought about Devontae Adams and another monster season that he's having again this year.
Yeah.
And it just made me go, you probably take him over Justin Jefferson, but it's close.
Right.
I mean, all of these are great picks, but these top 7 here, you're not really getting a lot of pushback from me on any of them. If you take Justin Jefferson high, I get it. If you take Devontae Adams at number 3, I get it. If you take Najee Harris higher, Najee Harris is going to have another good bounce back year. It is weird, though. They just said that Big Ben's going to be back with the Steelers next year. So that I don't get, because I
thought he said he was done.
he did. But then all of a sudden this week it came out that he was like, yeah, you know what? We've had good conversations and I'm going to end up re-upping with them. Right. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. How do we go from where, and I'm still not like, oh yeah, he's back. I'm not like, oh yeah, Big Ben, like, because they almost came back and beat Minnesota.
Had a good half of football.
The way that Jared Goff beat Minnesota, you're not going to get me to believe that was it. And I mean, going into this week, they got Tennessee coming to town. I don't fucking think so. I think they take an L this week. So
maybe.
and I mean Tennessee's beat up, so it's a close game, and Vegas has that as a close game too. But anyways, Najee Harris I put at number 6. Number 7 I put Justin Jefferson. Number 8 I put Tyreek Hill, because I'm trying to change. The receivers are valuable. He's valuable, always gonna be. He's too fast. He plays on that Chiefs offense. I wouldn't do Travis Kelce in the top 10, although I wrote him down there as that little in the corner, don't know what to do with it.
He's just going through this slump right now, so it's
he is, and Mark Andrews has now risen to the number 1 tight end. I'm sure that's got to be a long time that Travis Kelce has. He's got to be at least 2 years that he's been the number 1 tight end consistent weeks in a row. But Mark Andrews has been killing it. So
quietly killing it.
Yeah, quietly just having a very consistent season, and he's one of the ones that going into next year, I think we're going to kind of reach for because the tight end position is such a struggle. Yeah. So if you get one of these good tight ends, I mean, early on it seemed like you found one of the gems, and then the Lions just kind of suck, you know. But Tyreek Hill, and then I put Joe Mixon up here in the top 10.
And if he plays the way
Joe Mixon has played so consistent, and again, I love the Bengals. I have Jamar Chase at number 11 on here. I put Deebo Samuel slightly ahead of him.
Getting used a lot.
Deebo is the surprise for me this year. I didn't know this was going to be like this. And if it's going to stay this way, it's hard for me not to put him in the top 10 because, I mean, you see here, he's number 6 overall in the whole league. So he's ahead of Tyreek Hill. He's ahead of Jamar Chase. He's ahead of Chris Godwin and players that you wouldn't think he's ahead of. If I told you at the beginning of the year that Deebo Samuel was going to be the 6th best player out of all the flex positions that you could play, I think you would have said I was crazy. So maybe that goes forward. Yeah, maybe that goes forward into next year. I put Leonard Fournette as one of the ones that, I mean, fuck, like
he looks good. He's playing really well. How do you
argue with it? You know, like he's so good. He's running really well. And Brady throws to his running backs, no matter who you are. Even in the old school Patriot ones, like. Corey Dillon even said when he came over, he was like, I had to learn how to catch the ball because Tom is going to check down to you in an emergency situation because you're closest to him. So rather than take the sack, Tom's always going to find just, fuck. Okay, here you go. Yeah. Right. So all running backs on all Tom Brady teams usually see a little uptick because they all of a sudden are catching the ball. Kevin Falk and Danny Woodhead and dudes like that, those were like and he loves receivers like that too. Like and kind of seems like he's getting best of both worlds because he trusts Leonard Fournette to catch the ball. Yeah. He's getting receiving touchdowns and rushing touchdowns. I don't know. It's tough to argue why you wouldn't do it.
I'd have a hard time doing it.
He's got to be in the top. Let's see, how many running backs is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Joe Mixon would be 5. But I could see you putting Leonard Fournette ahead of Joe Mixon. Yeah. I mean, if you believe that more than if you're just a Joe Mixon hater and you're like, I'm not going to draft him, I could see somebody drafting Leonard Fournette instead. It's interesting. Next year's draft can't come soon enough. My fantasy football season kicked me in the balls, but I am going to bounce back next year. But mybookie.com, they love me. I went 10-14 last week. Go ahead and make all your picks based on what I'm about to say to you right now. We have some Saturday night games too, which is cool. What? Yeah, they're like, fuck college football. We're moving in on this shit. I wish they did it all the time.
Well, they're just bowl games now.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they do this, because now it's like it's just the bowl games. Y'all don't have as much territory to cover, so y'all put the bowl games on one channel, and NFL Network, we're going to play you a couple other games. But that's not the first game of the week. The first game coming up on Thursday is Kansas City at the Chargers. Ooh. Should be a good game. I like that Kansas City's only a 4-point favorite, that Vegas isn't going crazy with this. That should be a close game, especially that Chargers did come out and play really well. It was the Giants, but we'll see. But if Kansas City comes out and they play defense the way they did in this last game, I gotta go with Kansas City in this.
I'm gonna take the Chargers home dogs.
Okay.
Home dogs.
I mean, I guess in their division, and with where the Chargers are at in the playoff hunt, they know we get this win, and now we have an equal record with Kansas City. We have a chance where we could end up winning the division, maybe get a home game out of this, you know. So it's a big game, big Thursday night game. Kansas City at the Chargers should be I hope a high scoring game for all the people left in the playoffs. Well, except for, I guess, Austin, not you, huh?
Yeah, Austin Eckler just like 15 points. 15.
Yeah, that'd be good. Or maybe sit out. Maybe be hurt for my
I need
guy.
him.
Yeah. Oh, but you're playing him.
I know. I'm playing against him. And
so what do you want to happen here? Yeah, 15?
So I said like 15.
Okay. Yeah, so what a weird thing fantasy football is, right? Like, what the fuck are you rooting for?
I just want both of my teams to play your best, put up the best, the most points possible, and
that's funny.
Whatever happens.
That's funny. Well, the first Saturday night game. So wait, you said the Chargers?
I
huh?
said the Chargers. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you're going against
Home
the spread
dogs.
there, and I like it. And it could be a 3-point game, so even Kansas City could maybe win.
They've both been playing better lately, so
Yep.
who knows? I
Yep.
mean, I can see it going either way.
Yeah, you heard. But Vegas going to Cleveland is the first Saturday night game. Cleveland is a 6-point favorite.
6 seems like a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, not with the way the Raiders have been playing.
True.
The Raiders have just been playing so bad, and Cleveland coming off this big win over Baltimore. I could see them coming
Feels
out.
like a letdown game to me.
Maybe that's a good
I'll go
point. Plus
Vegas.
Saturday's kind of weird.
I'm going Vegas.
Okay. 6 is high, and I can't pick the Raiders right now the way they've been playing. They've played so poorly the last couple of weeks that it just makes me really want to stay away from them. But Cleveland, Cleveland's not that great of a team, and Baker Mayfield is banged up again. He went out of the game for a little bit and then came back, but
Hunt got hurt again.
yeah, again. So they're banged up. I could see it. I could see it going either way. Very interesting game, but man. What a great Saturday night game! This could be
Indy
game of
and
the
New
week.
England?
I mean,
Hell yeah.
this is. Is there anything better than that on here? I don't see anything that's two teams that these are the two teams that we said last week were the best in the AFC or have been playing the best over the last couple of weeks.
No, that should be the game of the week right there.
And Indianapolis, a 2-point favorite.
Well, I mean, maybe Houston and Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a barn burner. But Indianapolis, their defense has been great, and so has New England. So I think this could be a low-scoring game. Indianapolis is a 2-point favorite. I'm going to go Indy at home. I think I did that just because of the home, and I think maybe they rattle Mac Jones a little bit. This might be they're riding high. Patriots are riding high right now. This might
I'm
be
taking the Patriots. Bro.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm also secretly always going to root against these Patriots because I want Tom Brady to be the winner in this scenario, but which he already kind of is. I mean, he already won a Super Bowl, but New England. And is also been playing great. I can't hate against your pick. That I could see him winning.
I don't know. I think we talk about the butthole effect, the pucker effect.
And Carson Wentz's butthole, it puckers. It puckers. Yeah. But this is going to be a great game. Late night game on Saturday. I shall be off. Actually, this Saturday. What? Yeah, we're going to celebrate my wife's side of Christmas with all of her family. And then we're actually doing that during the day. And then the tradition of me and my wife is that we go see the Nutcracker every year, go see the goddamn ballet because my wife loves it. Last year, I gave her as much mushrooms as I ate. And,
oh, that's right. Yeah. Did you leave?
Yeah, and we left. I'm gonna get on the hunt here this week to see if I can find some mushrooms because it is the way that the ballet should be watched. I loved it. Let me tell you, I've been to see this twice with her, and both times it's like I'm a guy. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, God, just let this be over. Please let this be over. But the last time when I took mushrooms and I went, I mean, I was like, there were people crawling around like they were dogs. I was like leaning over going, I can't believe they got these dogs to do this. Like these dogs are so coordinated. And for the longest time I thought they were dogs, and she was like, no, they're people. And my wife was freaking the fuck out. Like if we're sitting there together and we're both looking forward, she's looking straight at me and she's just holding my hand. She's going, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. We gotta leave. And I'm like, just chill out. Just chill. Just go with it. They brought out the Christmas tree, and like the Christmas tree got all big, and it was like, oh my God. It was definitely the way to watch the ballet, and I'm gonna try to do it again.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's what we'll be doing Saturday night. But maybe if we get home and it's still going on, maybe I'll record it and I'll definitely go back and watch it because that's gonna be a great game. Then we start off with the cream of the crop, the top of the league, baby. Two teams that Red Zone, I swear to God, Red Zone, you have to know this. I mean, both of these teams have already been eliminated from playoff contention. They are both 2-11 or whatever it is.
Jacksonville won 2 games.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, surprisingly early in the year, they got a couple of shockers. I thought, didn't they beat us?
No, we beat them. We won.
Oh, okay.
That was our first.
They beat Tennessee. Remember, that was the weird.
We beat Tennessee.
Okay, then I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I just say things.
Wasn't that our 2 wins? We beat Jacksonville and Tennessee.
It's a little disrespectful that Jacksonville's a favorite here. I don't understand.
Didn't we beat Tennessee?
Listen, don't.
I can't fucking remember.
You know what I remember? Last week, because I wrote it down up there. That's the only reason I can remember, because I could look over there and see it. There's no way I remember farther
I
back
use
than that.
cannabis.
Yeah.
On a daily basis.
Yeah, me too.
It is a little disrespectful
here.
What the fuck?
I'm taking Houston too. First of all, Jacksonville, he doesn't even know that his starting running back is benched.
He probably doesn't even know his starting running back is.
At least our coach is into this and is trying.
Our coach cares.
Yeah. Our coach isn't going to get fired. Your coach might leave tomorrow.
He might already be gone.
He might already be done. We could get a message any moment.
Urban Meyer.
I quit. This shit
Meyer
sucks.
walks out of practice.
Yeah. I do not think that they're going to win. I think Jacksonville's going to lose. I think 3 points is disrespectful. Maybe it's a close game, but I
can see it being a
think
close
Houston
game.
gets the win. I still think Houston gets the win. So this is a game that red zone, you better stay the fuck away. I don't want to see any of it. As a matter of fact, the very end showed me a quick little highlight. Just show me this is what happened in the Houston-Jacksonville game. No one fucking cares. Carolina at Buffalo. 11 points seems right because Carolina sucks. And I don't believe in Cam Newton. I struggled with this because 11 is high. But then I thought about it and I was like, Buffalo, the last couple of weeks, they've had some hard games. They lost.
What if Josh Allen don't play?
Good point. Who's it? But Mitchell Trubisky is serviceable. And I just think, in Buffalo, which means in Buffalo in December, we're probably looking at a cold game. Cam Newton's going to suck even more.
Yeah, you're right.
I just smell.
You talked me into it.
I just smell bad from Carolina. I just can't.
Buffalo.
Carolina, this is the lost season, and you guys got to figure something else out. And let's not also forget that Buffalo needs this win. If they're trying to stay in this, if they want to make the playoffs, they cannot lose to Carolina.
Yeah, you better beat Carolina.
Home. So I think they come out and they play well. And Josh Allen said, that he hopes to play, but it's just hurting right now. He was just in a walking boot. So, but Arizona at Detroit, 14 points.
Yeah.
I thought about this for a minute too, and then I was like, nah, that's about right. I think they're right. I think they win by at least 14, especially coming off a loss. Arizona's got to be mad.
I agree.
Detroit just they haven't played well. So Arizona, I think, covers and they stomp Detroit out easily by 14. And then this is one of the ones that the points got me. This is one of the ones where I said, I'm hitting the brakes, and I don't know why. I'm doing it with the Jets again. I did it with the Jets last week.
I'm taking Miami.
Yeah, I hear you. Miami's been on a run. They're coming off a bye. They should get this win. I just don't know if it's by 8.5 points. So if you're looking to make some money, go to mybookie.com and bet on the Jets. Said no one ever. But no, I think I just think that 8.5 is high. I think it could be a close game. I think Miami this could be a trap game for them. This could be. Miami's not a world beater by any means. So this could be a game where they come out off a bye and they just are too comfortable. They're in Miami in December, so it's gonna be nice weather. Maybe they just feel like we should get this win, and maybe the Jets get it done.
Maybe,
but maybe not. I could be way off on that one. Miami should win the game.
Should.
I just don't know if it's going to be by 8.5. Then Dallas goes to the Giants. This was a big number 2, but 10.5 seems like how much the Giants have been losing by consistently. The Chargers stomped them out, so I would say Dallas should also beat them.
Divisional game.
Yeah,
I'm going to take the Giants.
Okay. It's in. It's going to be in the Giant and in New York in December in the Meadowlands. So, yeah, I hear you. And Dallas, like I said, I'm not loving what I'm seeing. I know they're getting wins, but Dak has not played well, and they're basically just a defensive team, which is going to come in handy in this game because if you're playing Mike Glennon again, but I think Daniel Jones might be back.
I don't even know what's wrong with him.
Yeah. Who cares? Washington at Philly. That is a divisional game, and we talked about all the injuries that Washington's had, and Philly coming off a bye. I gotta think. I gotta think Philly gets this done. They're a 5-point favorite. But I think they win by a touchdown, and it's probably not a blowout, but I think Philly gets the win. So I would go with the home team, Philadelphia there. Went with a lot of road teams this week. And then because Tennessee is going to Pittsburgh, and after what I saw out of Pittsburgh and Tennessee, I know it was Jacksonville, but their defense played really well. They came out and stomped them out. So I don't see Pittsburgh playing too well against a good defense like this. Vegas agrees with me by 2 points, which is not a very big margin, but I think Tennessee wins this game. So I'm going to go Tennessee over Pittsburgh.
That's tough.
Yeah. I know. I hear you. I thought about this one for a while, too, because...
Taking Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Tennessee's got a lot of injuries, so... Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's...
Without Derrick Henry, they're a totally different team, and...
AJ Brown's still hurt.
Still out, and Julio Jones played in this last game, and he played better. So I think he only got like 8 points, but...
Deontay Foreman played better.
Yeah. It's going to be a good game, though. That should be a closer game. It should be an interesting game, especially with where they are in the seedings. Tennessee loses this game and Indianapolis wins. That means we're another week closer to my prediction and maybe your prediction. I didn't originally think this. I thought that Tennessee would win the division, but as the weeks have gone on, I really think Indianapolis could end up winning the division. I think they could win out, and Tennessee could drop a couple games. So this is a interesting week for them. Tennessee, Pittsburgh.
If Indy can beat fucking New England,
if Indy can beat New England,
that's a hell of a fucking statement.
Hell of a win. Cincinnati at Denver. This is another really good game.
This is a good,
both
intriguing
of them 7
one.
and 6. Denver is getting a 1.5 point favorite at home. But I'm going to go with my boo. I'm going to go with my new boo thing.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Fuck.
Yeah, but I have been a curse for them. So
no, I already circled Cincinnati, but I was like, fuck.
Fuck. Josh has cursed them. I should pick the Chargers and not pick the goddamn.
You're right. Yep, I'm not taking that. We're going Denver.
Well, Denver's played
What
a lot.
did Cincinnati do to you, Josh?
Denver's played a lot better, so this was tough. I mean, I just am rooting for Cincinnati, I guess, and I'm trying to get the monkey off both of our backs. But this should be a close game too. I like the 1.5 because I think it is a close game. Yeah. But I just hope Cincinnati pulls this off so that they can stay in the playoff hunt.
They're gonna be too high.
Yeah, probably
too high
because it's allowed.
Yeah, because legal there.
Yep, and all the football players are all currently smoking weed, just so y'all know. Because they get told when they're going to get tested. So the smart ones, unlike Josh Gordon, they just wait it out. They're like, okay, well, then I'll do 30 days and I'll get it out of my system for the test. Right. And then after I take the test for the beginning of the year, I'm just going to smoke all year. Like, I mean, yeah.
I know that they do.
I know they do. I've smelled it. I am like a bloodhound for it, and I've smelt it. I've been in the room and got,
I wear the same cologne.
Unless I just farted, this must be something else. But Atlanta then goes to San Francisco. This is an interesting game. 8.5 is pretty high for me.
Sounds about right, though.
I know what you're saying. However, Atlanta has surprised me the last couple of weeks.
They're
6 and 7. They're not totally out of this, and I could just see San Francisco maybe getting trapped on this game. And I'm going to take Atlanta over San Francisco.
I'll take the 49ers.
Yeah, 8.5. Just the 8.5.
Yeah, I don't like that 8.5 points.
It's a big number. It's a big number. So go to mybookie.com and bet on the Atlanta Falcons. I am full of gems today. You know, these are things that shouldn't be said out loud. But go to mybookie.com and make some money. And then Seattle at the Rams. Seattle played better, but it was the Texans. This is a totally different beast. The Rams are a 7-point favorite, and I think they're right. I'm going to go with the Rams in this. I think they beat Seattle by a touchdown. I think that's pretty easy for them.
I'm going to take Seattle for some reason.
Okay.
I have no explanation
Divisional
for it.
game, you know. I see the Rams are
gut feeling here.
Rams are up and down, so
and they just got up for the Cardinals.
Yeah. Yep. I hear you. Shorter week for them because they got to go Monday to Sunday. So, interesting game though. Good divisional game. I'm excited for that one. Those are 4 good games in a row. I wonder if those are all in the late. No, the late window is only 4 games, so that means it starts at that Cincinnati game. Still, I like all 4 of those 3:00 games: Cincinnati, Denver, Atlanta, San Francisco, Seattle, Rams, and then finally Green Bay at Baltimore. That's a good game. It depends on if Lamar plays. However, I mean, I still think Huntley played well, but I think Green Bay gets this win. They're a 5-point favorite on the road.
I'm with you.
And I think they get this win. Yeah. Especially if it's no Lamar Jackson. I think they definitely win if there's no Lamar Jackson.
I don't know. Do you roll him out there? Like, do you play him if he's 75%?
I think because of the problem is, hey, your division is right on your heels.
Yeah, like they're
Cincinnati and Cleveland is right there.
And Pittsburgh's the 6-6-1. Like they're only like 2 games back.
Yeah, but they're the ones that I'd leave out of this, you know.
For
like
sure,
they're the ones that I see
like,
not. Yeah. No, I hear you. If he's not 100%, would you send him out there? But the problem is Baltimore cannot lose this game because if they do, their backs are against the wall, and that is not somewhere I've seen Lamar Jackson perform really well. So I'm taking Green Bay in this, and I think you are too. So
I did, yeah.
New Orleans at Tampa Bay, Sunday Night Football. Put on the bright lights for my man. And if it's Taysom Hill, good luck. Although New Orleans always does play Tampa Bay really well. That's why 11 is
they look better with Taysom Hill, I think.
Yeah, 11's a high points.
I'll still take Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa's just, they're rolling right now.
They looked really good.
Bruce Arians said he doesn't know the future of AB with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. He's like, I just don't know. You know, we'll see. You know,
do they need him?
Yeah, they need him. And first of all, Bruce, have you talked to your coach about this? Because have you gone and talked to the man about? Yeah, because I swear to God, you don't just get to make decisions like this. You didn't think he was going to be on the team to begin with, and Tom called you and said, "Hey,
we're
shut your fucking hole. He's going to play on the team." And I think that might be the phone call that's going to happen again. I need this guy that takes the top off the defense. AB's the fast one. AB's the one that gives me that deep route. I can try with Scotty Miller, but Antonio Brown is better. So, you shut your fucking mouth. He just got 3 days rest. He just got 3 weeks rest. I'm sorry. And now he's going to be right back to being fast Antonio Brown again. I think they get this win. I know 11's a big number, but I think they cover it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. Another good Tom Brady week. He's the MVP, and he's the MVP because he's 44. Because he's 44. Not...
Well, and he's also leading.
I know he's leading
all these different.
He's leading all the different categories. I mean, how can you not at this point just like you just gotta just lay it down and just say okay?
It has to be between him and Aaron Rodgers at this point.
Which to me, the Aaron Rodgers numbers with Devontae Adams and a better team. Well, I guess Tampa Bay has the better team. Tampa Bay has the better team.
He's got a squad,
but he's got a squad. He's got a squad, and he's not 44.
I'm saying Tampa's got a squad.
No. I know. It was a misstep because I thought about Tampa Bay's team. And I'm like, I shouldn't say that they're better. Green Bay is actually not as good of a defense, not as good of a team. But he's got Devontae Adams. He's got Aaron Jones. He's got players around him. And why is his numbers not higher? I mean. other quarterbacks in the league have more touchdowns than he does right now.
I'm just saying. You're right. Well, Brady's one of them.
Brady's the MVP. Then we go to a Monday night game that is not super exciting. Minnesota at Chicago. Chicago played a lot better, so obviously they've been working and they'll hopefully play up to their potential here. However, Minnesota is a 3.5-point favorite. I think Minnesota should get this win.
I'm going to take Minnesota also.
I say it with a lot of,
you never know.
I don't
3.5.
know.
That half point really worries me.
3.5 fucks Minnesota a lot, and they might win by a field goal, but they could also lose by a field goal.
They looked better this last week.
Yeah, they did. And Chicago, I don't see a lot of great things out of Chicago, but yeah, I think Minnesota's going to get the win. I think Puppy should shut the fuck up. But yeah, I think that was it. It's a big week. Big week because no bye weeks. Bye weeks are gone.
Good luck in the playoffs if you made it.
Good luck in all the playoffs. Good luck to Dannon next week.
Yeah.
He's in the second round of the playoffs.
Let's get this win. Get to the finals.
Yep.
Make some money out of the deal. I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you win this week, you're definitely
in the money.
So
hell yeah, let's get that win.
Well, no, I guess that's not true, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Finals, yeah.
You'll be the Super Bowl, yeah. And you're at least where you could play for a third place, and you could play for free. But either way. Next week, also go jerk off to some Man in the Arena. New one came out today. Did you watch last week's?
I did. That was the Bruschi and Vrabel one.
No, the one where it's Michael Strahan and Randy Moss. It's the one where they lost. It's
I did not see that one.
The perfect season taken away from them.
I didn't watch it. I forgot.
Dude,
I'll go watch it.
It is amazing.
It was my birthday. I was drunk all week.
Good. Yeah, no, this last Man in the Arena was fucking man on fire. That shit was so fucking good. And it was him in a loss too. It was hard to watch because it was like, oh my god, I remember this shit. That was terrible. And I forgot certain things in it. The Asante Samuel, he fucking had that intercept.
I don't remember.
First down throw. Before the David Tyree catch, Asante Samuel, hit him in the fucking hands. Would have been the end of the game. Then Rodney Harrison made a play on second down that could have been an interception and could have ended the game. And then this fucking whirly bird, this football that's up in the air going like this, that Tom and Randy are saying that they're standing there watching and they're like, ain't nobody gonna catch that. Like, one of us should catch that. Like, no way one of them is gonna catch that. And he pokes the fucking thing to his fucking helmet. And Tom Brady goes, and I knew when that happened, now they're gonna fucking score. and they did, and then they walked down and they scored after that. And Tom Brady and Randy Moss also didn't remember. There's I think it's the third down. He's backed up all the way on the 20 or whatever, but he throws a fucking bomb. He's like, it's the farthest I've ever thrown a ball in my
Brady said that?
Yeah, and he hits Moss on the fingertips, and it was a hard catch for sure. He had dudes draped on his back, and it would have been a very difficult catch. But Randy Moss is like, I go by the rules of, and as a receiver, I put my hands on it. I should have caught it. I should have caught that ball. It would have got us. We would have won that game.
Right.
And just a lot of crazy shit that happened in that undefeated season. This next one, they clearly there's 10 episodes. It must be all 10 Super Bowls. This next one says nothing guaranteed. So this must be the next giant Super Bowl loss that Wes Welker. Catch that fucking ball, Wes Welker. I know you're jumping and blah, 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 but catch that fucking ball. You made my man miss out on another one. But this one's going to be a heartbreaking one to watch too. But I'm about to go jerk off to that. Go jerk off to Man in the Arena. Go to my bookie and bet on the Jets and the Falcons. Said no one ever, but you heard it here first. Yeah.
You just like that 8.5 points.
It is. It's the points. The points that made me do it on those two games. But yeah, we'll see you next week. Peace out. Fuck off.